What's going on? How y'all doing? This video gonna be about Chicago White Sox baseball manager Tony Larusso going after Yermin Mercedes and the so-called baseball unwritten rule. Now, there was a game this past Monday, and the White Sox were clobbering the Minnesota Twins. Right now, the White Sox have the best record in the league, and Mercedes is since he's been caught up, he's been tearing the league up. So the Twins were down like 12-4 something. Brought the catcher in and threw some pitches. He threw a 47-mile-an-hour pitch across the mound to Yermin Mercedes. Mercedes conveniently knocked it over the center field wall. He hit a big blast. He was happy. Tony Russo was crying and saying, "Oh, that's unsportsmanlike, and baseball's got the unwritten rules." And he was like, "We were up by so many runs. Why would you do that? That's Bushwick. Bushwick." My take on it is different. First of all, while Tony Russo is a successful manager and I respect his success, I've never been a big fan of him. I always had issue with him because he strikes me as one of them make America great cap wearing type of cats. Something about him that always rub me the wrong way. He got that certain vibe about him I'm not comfortable with. Second of all, it's a different day and time in baseball. Cats flip bats, theatrics, and everything. Man, come on now. You can't compare baseball to use some old school rules when you got pitchers who make $5 million and got a 5 ERA. Come on now. Ballparks are built in. There's more to manufacture more home runs. The old Bud Selig rule of chicks dig the lawnmower, even though Rob Morphin or whatever his name, Mark Morphin, whatever his name is, that's the new commissioner that's in, it's still about the long ball. Never mind that there's 6 no hitters so far, which is breaking record, which is it's still about the long ball. Who are we kidding? Cats today sit there and hack and swing and hack and miss. So, LaRusso is talking archaic. Nobody's gonna sit there and retaliate against a cat hitting a home run in a so-called blowout game. I'll give you an example. I remember it's like 30 years ago, the Dodgers and the Phillies. And I want to remember, I think the Dodgers had like an 8-run lead on the ninth inning, and the Phillies came back and won. Now, it don't happen a lot, but it has happened. And in this day and time, no lead is safe. We don't live in a league in an era anymore where basketball, baseball, football, you can come back. There was a time when you had a 10-point lead. Like basketball, no lead is safe with 3-point shooting. Especially if you got somebody like Steph Curry on the other side, he can come back by himself. He can outscore teams by himself. I've seen it. Football. Did you see New England Patriots against Atlanta Falcons a few years ago? Tom Brady led that comeback. Don't tell me a 28-3 don't mean nothing. You can come back. Baseball, you can come back. So there's no such thing. The only time somebody's hot dogging it, if you want to use unwritten rule, is if they get up there and they're like showboating you. But if you hit the ball over, you got every right to celebrate. However you get it, you get it. Runs gonna count. I ain't see Tony LaRusso, he apologized to Minnesota Twins. I ain't see him say, "I'm not going to take this check because I won this game." So who are you kidding? I am going to side with the player. It's not that big of a deal, especially now. Because baseball is so different now. I watch cats play. People fraternize, do different things. It's not the same old situation. You got a few cats that you don't like. Maybe a Bryce Harper is not that likable by some. But I mean, there are no real villains in baseball anymore. There are no real teams that you love to hate. I'm a Yankees fan. We're not that good to be hated. No one is sweating around like that. Maybe the Dodgers, you can hate them a bit now if you choose to. I can't stand the Boston Red Sox, but they're not hateable. You don't have that anymore. So that notion that you got to have this unwritten rule, what written rule in baseball? You know, if he hits home run, he hits it. So be it. If you don't want him to hit, you'll intentionally walk him or something. But cats going up there to take their swings, and LaRusso just old school, not a touch with what's happening now. It's a different day and time, and cats is trying to embarrass you, and they gonna go deep on you. They gonna put points on you. There is a no mercy. This ain't waving a white flag. Shoot, if you never know. And what if Minnesota had woke their bats up and came back and scored like 10 runs or something? Then what will you see? You know, you can't say that, hey, don't do this because it's all in the game. But anyway, what do you think about it? Chicago White Sox, Tony Larussa going after Yermin Mercedes said baseball's unwritten rules. You sign with the manager, you sign with the player. I'm signing with the player on this one all the way because it's not the same anymore. There really ain't no more written rules. Cats flip bats. People do what they do. Whatever. Please hit the like, the subscribe, or welcome thoughts and comments. And wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for one another. And the baseball written rules is old. Who is following that logic anymore? This is a new day and time. I'm out.